Hi, welcome to Centerville Reports Today. I'm Maureen Russell Hodson. Just because it's starting to get a little bit cooler doesn't mean you should put your golf clubs away. In fact, it's probably the great time right now is to play some more golf. So here to tell us more, we have from the golf club at Yankee Trace, Steve Marino and Matt Dulli, and thank you both for being here. And you were shaking your head saying, yes, now is the time to play golf.
Matt and I tell everybody this is the best time of the year to play golf. Usually it's not as hot.
Yeah, weather's a little bit crisper, it's kind of nice.
Eventually the leaves start to fall and it makes really pretty colors out there, and it's just really nice. And like I said, the climate is usually the best really at this time of the year all the way through almost November.
And we're seeing some photos from last year, but my gosh, what a gorgeous view. I mean, we always say it's Dayton's best view, but that is absolutely spectacular. So let's kind of revamp or revisit the summer. Great summer.
Great summer. We were really busy this year. We've seen an uptick I think in people playing golf, so that's always good. We had a little tough weather there with some rain and some heat, but it really didn't keep the golfers away. So, you know, we keep it going whether it's great weather or bad weather. But it's been a great summer, and we're just looking to finish it out with a great fall and winter.
So is this not a good time to maybe start playing golf if you've not played before? A time to start with lessons, or?
Yeah, well, anytime's a good time for lessons, but
good answer.
Yeah, exactly, right?
That is so true.
Yeah, but you know, we still have lesson programs going on. We do lessons actually year-round. You know, we have some specials during the winter, starting I think November. We have lesson specials run up through March. It's also a great gift for holidays, birthdays. You know, purchase a gift card for lessons. Just good time for anything.
Yeah,
like that.
It's not just for new golfers, but golfers always need to be taking lessons, right? You can always be refining something.
Absolutely. I mean, it is somewhat of a difficult sport, so you have to kind of get out there and practice a little bit. And really, the fall is a nice time to do that. And it really is a nice time to pick up the game because, again, it's not as busy, so you have a little bit more time to kind of work on your game and get out there and play 9 holes or whatever, get away from work. So whether you're a beginner or you've been playing for a while, it's definitely a good time to do it.
And for folks who may not be familiar, which would be hard to understand because you're celebrating your 21st year.
21st.
This year, but it's at 10,000 Yankee Street. But the big question, do you still get this? This is a municipal course. People are so surprised. It's not a private club, but it's a municipal course.
Yeah, we get phone calls all the time like, are you public or private? Hey, can I play golf there?
That's a testament to how beautiful the course is, in great condition and first-class staff all the way.
Oh yeah, the city of Centerville really built a nice property there. The clubhouse is 32,000 square feet, so it's great for parties and banquets and weddings. So we do a lot of weddings in there, but it's also great for the golfers too because they can come in afterwards, sit on the patio and that kind of thing. So it's really more than just a golf course, and that's kind of how we promote it in that way. So it's kind of between, I think, a public and a private. Yeah. It is public,
kind of like a semi-private.
Yeah, we get a lot of people that are even members at private country clubs that will come over there, hit balls on our range because the location again is so great. So we kind of hit on all cylinders, and it's really a testament to the city, the designing of it, and also the staff that we have. They just love being there. So anybody that comes, they'll see that.
What about the mini vacation?
It is. Thank you for bringing that up because it is so true. I mean, golf is one of those few things that you can get away from work and the phones and everything else, the traffic, the cars, and just come out there and relax for a couple hours. And it is like a little mini vacation, and it does do a lot of good for you if you can do it.
And if you're a resident of Centerville, you also get a discount for golf.
10% on all green fees. So you can just call the shop or look at us on yankeetrace.org. All of our rates are on there. And by the way, we do go to fall rates here coming up in a couple weeks. I think we'll go to fall rates, so the rates go down a little bit, and then we even go into winter rates. And you'd be surprised how often you can play, even in the dead of the winter. I mean, yes, we're going to get some snow. I don't really want to talk about it now.
It does get a little cold, but
yeah,
I mean,
it's
not
mild
too bad.
Winter last year.
Yeah, we did a lot of golf, I think, last year.
So the winters, we get a lot of rounds in, and it's really a nice way to get away then, too. Just the days are a little shorter, but it's, like I said, you don't have to worry about the heat and that kind of thing. So.
Well, now, if you want to play, you've got some tournaments coming up, too, which are a lot of fun.
Yeah,
very popular.
Oh, yeah, real popular. We created a couple years ago a tournament series, I believe we called it, and we pretty much sell them out every year. The 3 we have left, we have like a Ryder Cup style we call the Patriot Cup. It's September 2nd. And then upcoming really popular one is our Chili Challenges in October. It's really awesome. You know, the weather can be kind of iffy, but you know, it's geared around. Obviously, it's a 4-person scramble, but we have chili afterwards. Nice little bowl. It's actually really good chili. They do it really good, but it's pretty awesome. And then after that, we had to do in November. We have a turkey shoot, we call it, and the winner usually takes home a turkey.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And there's different formats, and the Patriot Cup in particular, we donate a bunch of the proceeds to the Folds of Honor Scholarship, which is really a national organization that has worked in with the PGA of America, and they raise a lot of money for families of wounded soldiers and stuff, and there's been some really inspiring stories that I've heard about personally that have affected people locally and around the country. So it's really a great program, and we've just kind of tied that Patriot Cup into that so we can give some of the proceeds to that.
So would you need to have someone to play with, or can you play by yourself, or do you have to put your teams together? How does that work if you want to take part in any of these series?
Most of them are either 2-person or 4-person scrambles, but we, if you don't have anybody to play with, we could probably find somebody to play with you. But it's all scrambles, most of them. There are some different formats, so you don't have to be an expert golfer. It's not a real tournament. It's more of a golf outing.
With food involved, right?
With food involved, and we have and we do a really big raffle at the end that is no charge. We give away some really nice prizes to everybody that plays. So we definitely encourage anybody that is looking to continue playing golf to get in it and see how they go, because they're a lot of fun. And what do we have? We have about 9 of those through the year, and these are the last 3.
Okay, so you should go to yankeetrace.org for more information.
You're right. You can sign up right online for those, by the way.
Oh, terrific.
Yeah. Yes.
And you can book tee times online, too. I mean, just for the simple click, right?
Definitely encourage that. You save 5% off every green fee, and it's very simple. You can see we have 27 holes, by the way. I don't know if we discussed that, but we do many different rotations, so you can play different 9s, and all of those are online, so you can go in there and pick out the course that you want to play, and then just go ahead and book online, and you save 5% right away.
Well, let's talk about the 3 different courses, really, because you can do a combination, and that's really an advantage for people who would come in and play golf there, right?
Oh, yeah. We added the Vintage course, which is our newer course, in 2003, and in about 2005, we started interacting that with the other 2 9s, which are called Heritage and Legend, and they're all different in their own way. So when you kind of blend them together, it's really unique. And then if you play one rotation one day, you can come back the next day, or
whole different experience.
Whole different.
Right?
So it's really like having 3 courses, 3 18-hole courses with 27 holes. So it's really unique, and again, it's another testament to the city deciding to add that extra 9 when a lot of golf courses were cutting back. And that's one of the keys. That's probably the Vintage course is probably one of the biggest success stories that we've had.
Oh, that sounds great. And we've been seeing, obviously, a lot of pictures of fall, but because we're saying that there's really no time to stop playing golf. You could really play golf year-round, because you also have the indoor facility as well, right?
Yeah. Matt spends a lot of time down there giving lessons, so why don't you talk about the indoor practice facility?
The indoor facility is down in our basement. It's it's not our dungeon, but it's down in the basement. It's pretty cool. It's a great way to keep your swing going. We have mats, nets down there. We charge either by the day, month, or the winter time. I mean, it's really nice. It's unlimited balls. You can hit down there. We do ask you have to clean up after yourself, but it's the perfect way to keep your swing grooving during the winter time when you can't get outside and hit any balls.
And then if you take lessons, you go down there and videotape a swing, or how does that work?
Yeah, with videotape, kind of work on things. It's actually a great time, so you don't really see where the ball's going, because a lot of times once you're seeing where the ball's going, then you're trying to manipulate the thing, or club, things different ways. But once you're down in the basement, you can just work on specific things. By the time you get outside, you'd be amazed how much better you'll end up hitting the ball.
And could you just take one lesson, or do people need a series of lessons, or is it up to the individual?
Yeah, it's up to the individual. Some people just want a little quick fix, or hey, I'm doing something wrong, what's wrong with me? Some people take series, some people just take lessons once a week. It depends on the individual, really.
Okay, but you can go and you can actually talk to either one of you.
Oh, yeah.
Right,
at the golf shop. It's 10,000 Yankee Street, and kind of take a look at somebody's swing, and can you tell what's wrong with the swing when you see it?
Well, I think the great thing with lessons over the years, they've evolved to the point where it's no longer you've got to take 50 lessons to get better. I mean, a lot of the times with video and that kind of thing, we can pretty much diagnose what you need to work on with the very first lesson. And sometimes you can get better almost immediately. Sometimes, depending on what you're doing, it might just take a little bit of practice, and that's why that indoor range is so nice, because like Matt said, sometimes when you're on the golf course or you're hitting balls on the range and the balls aren't going where you want, you end up instilling bad habits. But when you can get down inside, you just kind of work on form, or maybe just working on club positions and that kind of thing. It's really amazing how instantly you can improve. So we definitely recommend that, and definitely in the off season. because that way, what else are you going to do when it's snowing? Come over to Yankee Trace.
Right.
By the way, we're open 9.
I was going to say.
I knew you were going to the hours, so we are open 9 to 5 officially through the entire winter, every day.
Every day, with
Right.
the exception of Christmas Day, right? So
Christmas and New Year, sometimes we're open if it's nice out, but Christmas is really the only day that we're officially closed all day. But we definitely recommend coming over there. And like I said, sometimes it gets a little bit busy in there, but most of the time you can come down there and just hit some balls for a half hour, an hour. But like you said, we do it for an all day. You can come back later in the day, and it really, the more you swing, the more your swing is going to get better as you get back into the season.
Oh, it's practice, practice, practice.
That's the one sport where you must practice.
Okay. What about outings? Because I know you seem to do a lot of outings, and people can't get enough of outings. They really enjoy these outings, don't they?
Oh, yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, because this is also a prime time of the year that we are open to booking golf outings for next season. So we definitely, you can call myself or call Matt, and we can look at available dates. A golf outing is the single best way for charities to raise money in a single day. I think our average is probably $10,000 to $25,000 in proceeds to their fundraisers, and it just takes a little bit of preparation, but we can help walk you through it. So if you're thinking about having a golf outing, and we do it as small as really 12 players all the way up to 200.
So call you all at 438-GOLF.
Yep.
And if you wanted to do a special outing, I guess maybe not so much a fundraiser, but just a bunch of people to go out and play golf, is that also?
We book those all the time. I just talked to a gentleman today. He's bringing up 16 players on Labor Day weekend, and just wanting to get together and play golf, and we do that too. So whatever you're looking for, this Yankee Trace with the location is one of the best places to do it. The golf course conditions, I have to put a plug in for Terry, are always excellent. I mean, we do probably the most rounds of any golf course in Southern Ohio, and he's able to get out there and keep the greens smooth. The grass on the fairways can be difficult with the weather and everything else.
Especially the fall coming up.
With
golf
the fall,
course usually gets in really good shape in the fall.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. In the fall, the weather's a little bit more cooperative, believe it or not. So the course conditions usually are really, really top notch. So I just wanted to put a plug in for Terry, because I know he's out there working hard right now as we speak while we're talking on TV.
As we're putting plugs in, we also want to thank our volunteers, because we have a huge group of volunteers out there who do a variety of jobs.
Volunteers have been so good to us. I mean, we have almost 70 now. They help us greet people on the tees. They help us. We have a 2-tier range, so we shuttle people back and forth from the other tier. They do pace of play for us. Just all around customer service. As a matter of fact, they help us out with so many things.
And groundskeeping as well. I mean, they're helping.
Groundskeeping. So, I mean, some of them are just doing flowers on the course, and I don't know if you've been over there lately, but I think the front entrance is probably the best it's looked. So the volunteer program, thanks to you, Maureen, because you really started that at Yankee Trace, has really been not only a big success at Yankee Trace, we want to continue it and would like to get more volunteers. So we always take people to come down and at least talk to us, and there's a little bit of a commitment, but what you get in return is really big.
Awesome.
But it's really, really nice, and we don't get a whole lot of turnover with the volunteers.
So we have kind of limited openings that we know of for 2017, but now is probably a good time to check out the program, maybe complete an application.
The best part, all you have to do is work 1 day a week.
Yeah.
1 day a week, and there's a lot of perks involved. Now, I guess they call you first, or would they call the golf course?
You can pick up an application online at yankeetrace.org under job positions, or you can call the city at 433-7151. You can stop out and see you all, but we'll make sure you get an application. But really, the volunteers who are out there, they work side by side with you all, just keeping Yankee Trace the #1 golf course in the area.
And they work kind of in little teams, so I mean they all have a wealth of experience from their private lives that they bring, and it's just a great atmosphere and really kind of keeps us above everybody else just because of their help.
And it's also a great chance to meet new people.
Oh yeah,
they all make new golfing buddies, right?
They all end up being friends and playing golf with each other. I mean, the great thing about it, you got to work one shift, but half those guys play every day.
Yeah, and we encourage that, because the more they play, then they get to know the course a little better, so they can help people find golf balls and things, because people do lose golf balls when they're out there, so they help them with that too.
Well, it's a great program, and again, you can stop by Yankee Trace for more information. Thank you for sharing information. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.